Hey, what's up? So every on-chain transaction has a cost attached to it, like every single one. Doesn't matter what it is. Gas comes out of the wallet every time something moves. And I just kept thinking, okay, where does that actually go? I've been getting into the guts of DeFi stuff for a few years now, like hands-on, actually running protocols. And that kind of time investment gives you a pretty solid filter for what's worth paying attention to and what isn't. So today I'm going through Gas Recover project I've been sitting with for a while now. And I'll also walk through my own process for figuring out whether something's actually legit. And look, my whole thing is always touch it first, talk about it second, because you can read a project's own description of itself all day and it won't tell you half of what 5 minutes of actually using it will. So first move, connecting wallet I run most of my stuff through. All the transaction history I'm interested in is sitting in there. There are a handful of different ways to connect on here, which, I mean, right off the bat, that's not nothing. Okay, and that went through, zero issues, address is right there on dashboard. Now I'm going through and choose chains to scan, so basically just checking off the networks where most of my activity's been. Okay, system starts pulling everything together. Okay, that came back already. Platform's showing me the whole picture now, all the gas that's left my wallet over time, and what portion of that available to claim right now. Press view results. Yep, there it is. Now I need to select which chain to pull from. Or there's just an option to grab all networks at once right here, which is what I'm going with. Then I point it at the network where I want the tokens to arrive and hit confirm. And that's my part done. Protocol just needs a few minutes to sort everything out. So while that's finishing up, let me get into how this actually works. And I'll keep it as straightforward as I can because there's genuinely no reason this needs to sound complicated. So protocols tied into DeFi platforms that run straight on blockchain. And I mean that it's just code that executes on its own every time a trade goes through. And every one of those transactions kicks a small percentage into a pool. That pool also picks up something that most people honestly have no idea even exists. So when transactions are queued up waiting to get processed, validators actually processing them can rearrange that queue in a way that quietly makes them extra profit. That just happens in the background constantly, and that value is just gone normally. And then there's also a separate reserve that's specifically there for this historical gas recovery piece, which is exactly what just got triggered a minute ago. So those three sources feeding into one pool, that's where the rebates are actually coming from. So I've tested it across different conditions, kept an eye on how it behaved week over week, and nothing ever surfaced that made me stop and go, wait, something's off here. It's a focus product. It's not trying to be 10 things, it just does this one specific thing. And honestly, that's kind of rare. And usually when something's focused like that, it means people who put it together actually had a clear idea of what they were doing. The whole thing just held up. Nothing felt like it was covering for something. And behavior stayed consistent the whole time I had it running. That's really it for me. Not the claims, not the branding, just does it keep working the way it's supposed to?